Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Unlicensed Therapist, Angela Patarreal of DivaSpeaks Relationships. Come on into the room because I only got a little bit of time. Okay? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. Woo! How are you guys doing? Welcome, come on into the room. Yes, I'm going to talk about a few things tonight. Happy Friday. Hope everybody is doing well. Okay, it is active here in Charlotte tonight. Okay, active. That's what the kids are saying. It is very active in Charlotte. Okay, they don't know how to sit down and just be unbothered. It's something's always going on here in Charlotte. So, whatever, right? Welcome, 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 guys. My name is Angela Patarreal, Diva Speaks Relationships, rebranding as the Unlicensed Therapist, okay? You're a download digital diva, okay? Because I ain't just talking about it. I'm making tools and resources to do something about it, okay? Everybody bumping their gums about relationships and only telling you their perspectives and their opinions and how they going to help you. Not that you're looking for help. Okay, I stand corrected. Not that you're looking for help, but I'm just saying. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I just wanted to sit and talk with whoever would listen because you know what? If nobody shows up, I'm going to act like I got an auditorium full of people and I'm going to re-download this content and then put it out there in the atmosphere, okay? Because that's how we do it, okay? We repurpose stuff around here. We don't let nothing go to waste. Hey, guys, welcome to Diva Speaks Relationships with Angela Patarreal. That's right. My name is Angela Patarreal. I am the official unlicensed therapist. I know you guys are tired of people talking about relationships, but over here I do things a little bit different. About what? 2 weeks ago, my sweetie and I released our brand new game, Am I the Problem? Kind of like we were thinking about that Reddit subgroup, Am I the Asshole? But you don't really want to take somebody else's hard work and the name that they've earned. Am I the asshole? But that's one of my favorite groups on Reddit. I used to do a lot of letters in my perspective on the issues they were having over there in hey everyone, come on in, come on in, come on in over there in that Reddit group. So in the spirit of Am I the Asshole, my sweetie and am I the problem? That's right. Are you the problem? Are you the drama in your relationship? Okay, or any relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but I only talk about romantic relationships over here. So I just wanted to kind of bring you guys in and let you know that, you can download the game on my website. And also, hold on. I didn't just come to the party with one gift. No, I did not. I did not show up to the party with just one gift. No. So in the interest of the people and the young'uns out there who, still wet behind the ears, as the old folks would say, in the Mississippi Delta or the backwoods of Dallas, Texas. Not like we got a backwoods in Dallas. Hee-haw. But anyway, clues that you're not in a relationship, you're in rotation. Everybody got something to say until you find yourself with somebody that you really like and you keep giving all those chances to, and it's just one thing after another and one thing after another, and then you find yourself doing the very thing you said you wasn't gonna do. Okay, put up with it. Okay, so that's a new one, guys. A new digital download game that we've invented. Clues that you're not in a relationship, you are actually in rotation. And this is not gender specific because women have evolved. Women got some dudes on rotation too, from what I hear. Okay, I only got one. Okay, I only got one sweetie, and we're going live tonight together in a little bit on the He Say, She Say show. Where he gives his perspective and I give my perspective, and then we kind of chop it up. Grown and sexy vibes, of course. Okay, so here's one of the things. One indicator, okay, this is a bold indicator, and this one will catch you off guard if you've ever been caught in that moment. Again, clues. You're not in a relationship, clues, indicators, okay, qualifiers that you're not in a relationship. Honey, you are in rotation. Maybe you want to be in rotation. Maybe you like to switch it up. Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Okay. So here's one. He flinches when your phone camera opens up, or when you open up that phone, he flinches. Like, why doesn't he want to? What you flinching for? Why you don't want to be seen with me? Hey everybody, hello, fly girl. Is that my girl? Is that you, Darla? Hey girl, that's my fly girl, mother fly. I think that's my fly girl. Darla, is that you? Anyway, y'all wouldn't know nothing about that live flight attendants over here, okay? We have our own little world. We do our own little thing. I just saw somebody today, guys, a little guy. I think he was based out of Charlotte. I think he said he liked them women with them flight benefits because we flex different. And we do. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Okay, so our new game is clues that you are not in a relationship, you are in rotation. And honey, if he starts acting real different and moving out of the way and jumping, hiding down under tables, when you open up that phone, or if you're trying to catch a nice little cute selfie, your face is beat, you got on a real cute outfit, you liking the way that you look, you looking good, you feeling good. Today is that day that you are about to serve, okay, social media with your beauty, and all of a sudden he acting very weird. You might not be the only one. I don't want to be the one to get all up in your business, but it may be that. Okay, so here's another one. Again, the name of this game is called Detoxing the Delusions, or Delusional Detox, because sometimes, you need to have a moment. Okay, so here's another one. I'm going to hold it up first. Look at this. Yes, honey, I'm having my Vanna White moment. My Vanna White moment. So the card says he's emotionally available, but when? But when is he emotionally available? Okay, but only after 11 p.m. You know what that means. You might be a booty call, but you know what? If that's all you want, I'm not judging you or her, okay? Because you're doing your thing, but if you want more than that, and you notice that your man is not available until after 11 p.m., midnight vulnerability hits different when he's already full from someone else's love. If you're not joining in, we've released a new digital game called Clues You're Not in a Relationship. You, honey, are in rotation. And if your intuition has been screaming at you, if your intuition has been waking you up in the middle of the night, if your intuition is leaning into you at moments that you'd rather not be bothered when you are trying to be happy, guess what? That intuition is saying, wake up, something's not right, he's lying. Okay, but anyway, moving on, because we got bigger things to talk about. Okay, so another one. You've never seen his place. Okay, you've never seen his place. You've never seen his people or his past. Okay, you're dating a ghost, or maybe you're just his favorite pastime secret. Now, you know what? No jokes, okay? Because a girl in her 20s, 30-something years ago, okay, I've been delusional too. Ain't no shame in it when you've learned your lesson and you've elevated, right? But I'm going to tell you something. If your man really just wants to be up under you at your place, because your place is more cozy, is more inviting, the atmosphere feels better at your place than his. You know where he lives, like you know how to get to his place, but you've never spent any time over there, spent a night over there, ain't never prayed over there, you ain't never had your feet under his table. I'm just saying, you may be in rotation, because those are not good signs. Okay, here's another one. Okay. Nobody should be this naive in this day and age. But I'm going to hold it up and then I'm going to read it, because my mama sent me to school and I paid attention in elementary, junior high, and high school. So it reads, every holiday, not once, not twice, every holiday, he suddenly has family emergencies. He's with that other girl's family, ma'am, sir. Okay, I'm talking to my ladies. I don't have to apologize for talking to my ladies. You know what? You're gonna see me, Darla. I'm supposed to be back flying next week. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, Darla. I would love to see you too. I'm talking to, if you guys are confused, I'm talking to someone in the comments who is my fellow fly sister. Yes, fly sister. We are sky sisters, okay? We have earned our wings, okay? We have earned those wings, and that makes us family of sorts, okay? When I say, welcome aboard, blah, 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 flight number 5906 with nonstop service to Philadelphia, please place your personal items in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. She knows exactly what I'm reading from. Right, sis? Anyway, so guys, that's just a little taste of Delusional Detox. I had one more. You know, he disappears for hours and hits you with the my bad, I fell asleep. And you know, it was right after he supposedly got home. Indicator, you are in rotation. Don't be nobody's fool. Don't let nobody play on your time, on your head, on your watch. Okay, with your feelings, with your life, and definitely with your health. If he is all up inside of you from time to time, don't let nobody play with you like that. You deserve better. I don't care if you do want to have a little fun. If you want to have a little fun, it should be because you agreed to it, not because you was tricked into it. And if you want to have a little fun, it shouldn't be because of a lie that he told you, right? I'm just saying, I'm not judging because that's your life, your body, you do what you please. But back to, am I the problem? Okay, so this is one of our newest games. Am I the problem? Am I the problem? You know, I have, they always say that sometimes with some of us, with age comes, you don't feel as restricted. You don't feel inhibited, right? You feel free to express yourself. Sometimes you just don't give a damn. That's why a lot of people really like being around our elders, you know, and the older generation, because some of the things that come out of your meemaw's mouth or grandma or grandma, it shocks the hell out of you. You want to know why? Because they're at a certain age, they don't give a damn about how you receive it, how you take it, if you feel in some type of way. As you get older, you just really don't give a crap. Sometimes. I'm just, not all the time, but sometimes. Okay, so am I the problem has helped release that side of me. Now, I'm not saying I start no shit nowhere. I'm not a shit starter. But I have come to terms with the fact that if you start something with me, unprovoked on my, because I don't never start nothing, okay? I will never start anything with no one. I promise you, I'm not a shit starter. But if you start with me, two things. I can guarantee you got an enemy for life, because I'm going to hold that grudge, okay? Like I hold on to this hat. I'm holding on to that grudge. And number two, I'm gonna pour gasoline on it. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to wish you had stayed in your lane. So that absolutely makes me the problem. I don't care. Stay in your lane. Okay, am I the problem? So you can play this game with your partner, okay? You can play this game with your partner, but when we were creating the game, we also left room open for those who wanted to have, you know, when you're with your girlfriends, when you're doing a girls' night, or you're having whatever kind of function, it's just a group of people and you just want to do something different, because a lot of the games, including my own, you got your fun games and you got your therapeutic games, right? Okay, you got your getting to know you type of games, and then you got your drinking games, and all of those are fun. I'm never going to discredit nobody else's work. However, what about those times when you need to check yourself, or you need to check your homegirl, and you just don't really know what to say? You don't know how to have that come to Jesus moment. You know, good sis over here being a fool behind a guy that's stringing her along with a pack of lies, and she over here giving him at least 75% of her check. Meanwhile, her bills are past due. Okay, she's irritable every other day. She can't perform on her job because her mind has turned to wet noodles, all behind a guy who ain't treating her right, ain't taking her seriously, and she's in a rotation. Am I the problem? Okay, so here are some of the questions that are a part of the deck. Now remember, it is a digital download game. This game is not a hard copy. I do have hard copy games like Surviving Infidelity. You ever been cheated on in a relationship and you were so in love you didn't even know how to leave? Like you were so invested and so wrapped up and you just didn't know how to handle that situation, because it's like the audacity. happens. I'm just saying it happens. Well, surviving infidelity is a card game that was created. It's therapeutic for couples who've experienced that, right? But the cards that you're pulling is not for the person, only for the person who got cheated on, but it's also some cards in there for the person who was doing the cheating. Because like it or not, everybody has a reason for doing whatever they do. And you need to know why. But anyway, I digress. So here are one of the questions that you can find in Am I the Problem? This to kind of get your, your appetite wet, or to give you an idea of the direction of this game that was modeled after Am I the Asshole? I love that group on Reddit. If you haven't been over there on Reddit and you're not a part of that subgroup, Am I the Asshole? I'm telling you, I don't have drama in my life, okay? Jerry Springer has died. That show is over with and done. I live a quiet, peaceful life because I'm a quiet, peaceful woman. I don't have drama. But when I want some, since Jerry is gone on over there to Reddit and check out the group Am I the Asshole? Plenty of drama on Reddit. So, the question is, for this particular card, am I the problem? Don't mess with me because I can be your problem, right? Okay, so the question reads, am I the problem for comparing my relationship to social media couples? You're measuring your connection against curated clips, and now your reality doesn't feel good enough. I think they've done studies on that, to be quite honest with you. I think they've done studies that they have said that a specific demographic of people that they've studied were happy with themselves and their lives until they measured it with the amount of time that they were spending on social media and the images that they were constantly being, that they were viewing, right? So they became discontent with their life and the way they had their life set up by comparing their life to the lies that they're seeing on social media. So again, the question for this one is, am I the problem for comparing my relationship to social media couples? Okay. You're measuring your connection against curated clips, and now your reality doesn't feel good enough. And I will be the first one to say I'm being very transparent in this moment. Hey guys, hey, for those of you that just joined, I don't want to ever ignore people that stop by. That's one of the conversations me and my sweetie had, because he has an account on here, I have an account on here. If you follow me or if you follow him, you will see that we go live together. We're together because that's my man, okay? Love me some him. However, that's the thing we never try to do is, like, number one, put our business out there. Never want nobody to think that we're the standard or we're couples goals, because we're not. We are absolutely not. Not trying to be, don't want to be. We're just a loving couple that like to have fun, like to have a little kikis, talk about some stuff, make you feel good, and go on with our life. That's what we do. But if you are in a situation like that, stop it. These people be on here lying and making up lies to get clicks, likes, views, shares, and comments, because that equates to dollars depending on how many of them they get. If you're doing that, I need you to stop. Please don't do that. Again, we are now talking about, am I the problem? Because sometimes you are. You are the problem. You are the drama. You are the root of the problem. Okay, sometimes you have to check yourself. That's not funny. That some people need to know. Okay, so let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, am I the problem? Am I the problem for? Oh, I love this one. Listen to this. Am I the problem for forgiving too fast just to keep the peace? You moved on before they made it right, and now they think you'll tolerate anything. Okay, again, I'm going to say this, and I mean this with all my... Pass the collection plate around, because that was a word for somebody. I don't know who needed to hear this, but you need to get this game, okay? You can find it at diva-speaks-official.com. That is my official website. And if all of that just flies over your head, you can Google the Diva, okay? You can Google me and get up a tutorial of Diva Speaks relationships. Anyway, are you the problem for forgiving too fast just to keep the peace? I could go into a whole word about that. I might and I may not. But I think forgiveness prematurely or in the spirit of forgiving just to be aligned with what you've been taught is setting yourself up for destruction and resentment and a lot of unhealed emotions. Forgiveness, like anything in life, takes time. Okay, there is no rush to forgive or figure out anything. And I think this is an important question for those of you who are in any type of relationship where you have been on the receiving end of being offended, where you have suffered injustice, where somebody did something horrible to you, never apologized for it, moved on with their life, and left you feeling some type of way, in shambles or whatever. And the best way that you thought you could deal with it is to just move on and say, oh, I forgive them. Okay, maybe you're in denial because you thought you were forgiven, but did you really? Did you move on? Because they did, and you're still thinking about it, and you're still unhealed. But again, the question asked, am I the problem for forgiving too fast just to keep the peace? You made peace with that situation, maybe. You made peace with that person, perhaps. But you started a war inside of you. And what good did that do you? Now, that's a word for somebody. That's a word for somebody. See, I done brought out my DivaSpeaks relationship ministry side, and I wasn't even trying to do that on a Friday night because I respect what day of the week it is. But I'm telling you now, these are the type of deep, reflective questions that will have you evaluating and sitting and thinking, to yourself, wait a minute, hold on, that kind of resonates with me. Because when I did this, and I did this and that, it seemed like they kept trying me. Or I forgave you for the first time that I thought was a mistake. Okay, we're just going to put it out there, cheating. You forgave him the first time when he got caught, right? When you caught him in some lies. You forgave him. You overlooked it. You thought, well, nobody's perfect. I'm just going to stay here and I'm just going to accept their apology and try to move on with the relationships. Perhaps you've invested a lot of time and energy and love, and you feel like things are where you want them to be, kind of, sort of. You've worked hard for this position in this relationship or whatever, and you just don't want to throw it away the first time or at the first sign of trouble. So you forgave them, and they took you for a joke. And it seems like if you was to really sit with yourself and say, you know what? See, now, I forgave Clyde. Just give him a name. I forgave Clyde for lying like he was at work, not knowing that he still had his, what do you call it? The location services turned on, right? I could clearly see Clyde was not at work. He was cross town over there at a hole in the wall when he said he was at work. You caught him in that lie. And then there was another lie that followed up after that, and another lie, and another lie. Okay. So you know what? Again, am I the problem? What are you the problem for? Forgiving too fast just to keep the peace. I don't encourage it. I don't. I have never subscribed to that ideology that I have to be in a rush to forgive someone that has offended me, broken my heart, disrupted my peace in my life, hurt my feelings, whatever, took money out of I don't know. Well, I'm just trying to cover some things, but DivaSpeaks is about romantic relationships, so I got to keep it real with you guys. But no, never in a rush to forgive. I like to sit with what has happened. I like to be very adult about it. I'm going to think about this thing. I'm going to sit with these feelings. I'm going to process these feelings. I'm going to talk to God as many times as I need to about it. And whoever else I choose and please to talk to about it. And once I can wrap my head around how dirty you probably did me. Oh, hey, sis. That's my beautiful sis and friend, Shakira. Hey, girl. We're going live, me and my sweetie, after this, if I can get it together. Once I allow that to see, because I'm an overthinker, right? I don't know how many overthinkers are in the room. If you're an overthinker, drop something in the comments and let me know you're an overthinker too. So with me, I am an overthinker. That's number one. Number two, I'm very analytical. So it's nothing for me to think about a thing 100 times, bounce around the different perspectives, the different possibilities over and over again. It's like my brain, I get an adrenaline rush when I do that, and I can't stop it. I can't turn it off. It's something I do instinctively, like breathing. Oh, so this happened, that happened, oh, but wait a minute. So when they said I do that, right? So what I'm saying is, me, myself, I've learned at the tender age of 19, watch your mouth and your thoughts, okay? 19, okay, 21, okay? Tender age of 21. Okay, I've learned that everything takes time, including you to get over something, including processing your feelings. All I'm saying to you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From one beautiful black woman to another, I received that. Thank you. All I'm saying is, guys, you're going to be the problem, okay? If you out here rushing to forgive somebody, trying to follow something that doesn't make sense to your heart and your peace, okay? If you serve the God that I think you serve, he understands how he built you. He knows you better than anybody. He knows how your brain and your heart and your emotions are set up. He knows your past, your present, and your future. Don't be in a rush to do something that's going to cause you destruction. Don't do that. Anyway, you're going to end up being a problem. Okay, so let's move on to the next card, shall we? Again, guys, if you are just now tuning in, okay, so we got a couple of things going on right now. We are, oh, I done lost track. Okay, so we are talking about, am I the problem? Okay, am I the problem? The relationship game. And guys, I have introduced, I can't even find it anywhere. I'm over here just doing a lot. Okay, the digital Delusional Detox. Clues that you are not in a relationship. You are in rotation. You might be in rotation. You might think you are in rotation, okay? And some of y'all may like it that way. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. If you don't want to be in rotation, you might want to check it out so we can give you more clues on, you know, how to identify it. Okay, so moving on. Am I the problem? Okay, so the next one is, guys, okay, check out the card, okay? Okay, so am I the problem for, okay, pay attention. Am I the problem for leaving someone? You left them, honey. You left. You made up your mind. You said, I'm out of here. Am I the problem for leaving someone who refused to grow? You outgrew the cycle, and they kept spinning in the same patterns while blaming you for evolving. Now, I don't have a point of reference. Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't have, is that my man? Hey, baby. My man sent me something, okay? All right, he be sending money. He be sending hearts. He be sending love. Let me shut up because I don't want none of y'all all up in my business, all up in his face. Tell myself, oh, I want some of that. I will fight all of you over him, okay? All of you. And I can fly to get to you, to fight you over that one. I'm just playing. I can't fight. So anyway, okay, so am I the problem for leaving someone who refused to grow? You outgrew the cycle, and they kept on spinning in the same patterns and then blame you for evolving. Again, I don't have a point of reference. I mean, I really do because I've watched a lot of Tubi movies. Okay, so I'm going to do one. I don't know. Okay, so don't be out there on the internet spreading these lies talking about Gayla was a crackhead. No, but I seen the Tubi movies, honey, where there'll be two crackheads together and they be enjoying life and doing everything under the sun and enjoying doing it while they getting their fixes and they hit and they be looking like they be giving some good love too, right? And so one of them will find the Lord and leave that crack and all of that life behind. And the other one still wants to get it in with them streets and that crack. And then the one that evolved and found the Lord ends up leaving the indefinite crackhead. And then the crackhead is resentful because they cleaned up their life. You know what? Or an alcoholic. Okay? Or an alcoholic. Been married to one of them before. Honey, that is not fun. That is not fun. Okay? You talking about wanting to outgrow. But anyway, are you the problem because you left them? No, you are not. You are not the problem in this situation. Okay? You're not. But I'm going to leave this card alone. Okay? I'm going to leave this alone because, you know, I've been smiling too hard when it says, am I the problem? The relationship card game. And I can tell you at the tender age of 21, watch yourself. Don't be spreading my business. At the tender age of 21, there are times that I indulge in the idea of being the problem. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm unapologetic about it. You'd be like, oh, Gayla, she's so nice. She's so sweet. Yeah. Watch yourself. Rub me the wrong way. I will become your problem. Okay? Because I'm having fun. And you ain't gonna make me feel bad. So anyway, moving on to the next one. Okay, we're wrapping this up, guys. Okay, am I the problem? Okay, for accepting the bare minimum and calling it love. Oh, it's so many people out there doing this these days. Are you the problem? Are you out there accepting bare minimum and then you calling it love because nobody has poured into you? Let me finish though. You kept lowering the bar until you tripped over it and now you mad. They stopped trying. I'm gonna read it again after I show you the card. Okay, that's the card. Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay, are you the problem for accepting the bare minimum and then get mad? Okay, because they've stopped trying. You know, I don't remember exactly how this goes, but years ago I was listening to, I believe it was Dr. Freddie Haynes out of Dallas, Texas. He is the senior pastor of Friendship West out in South Dallas, okay, off of I-20. And anyway, I think he said something to the effect of, even trash will begin to look good if you're hungry enough. Okay, if you're lacking in a certain area of your life and you've been depleted and no one has poured back into you, you are deficient in certain areas. You are empty. Your cup is empty. Okay, hollow. You've been given and given and given and pouring and showing up. And then you realize, you look around and you realize it hasn't been reciprocated. No one has done that for you, to you. Okay, especially in a relationship. Okay. And then, you know, you start accepting the bare minimum because in your eyes, in the moment, it seems like that's better than what you came from, which was nothing, right? So you start accepting the bare minimum like you're putting forth all the effort, right? Every time you go out with your man or this person that's cosplaying a man, you got to reach down in your purse, okay, to pay your way, okay? So now you accepting all of that because you're remembering how many nights and days you were lonely. You was wishing you had someone. Now you got someone that's just there and they're not returning the energy or the love or the nurturing or anything. So you start accepting that bare minimum. And when you looked around and you realized and they realized that, you know what, you was just too easy. Your standards weren't high enough. You didn't even love yourself. They walked away. Now you mad. Are you the problem for accepting the bare minimum? That is a question that I would highly encourage anyone in that set of circumstances to sit with. You may be the problem. Okay, take it after me, honey. Embrace it. Am I the problem? I might be if you start some shit with me. Okay? Yes, I am, honey. Okay, am I the problem? This is a digital download game that you can find on various websites, but right now, for the purposes and sake of this live, I'm just going to tell you to visit my web shop. It will be in my sweetie's TikTok shop. Make sure you follow him, 757 Big Mike. Okay. Am I the problem? Yes, I might be. Tread lightly. Okay, so this is the last card from Am I the Problem, guys? I like having fun. Okay. Am I the problem for being too available? Okay, to someone who has never been consistent? Are you the problem for being too available to someone who has never been consistent? You gave them full access. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. I already got a hat, though. You like my hat, baby? Okay. You gave them full access while they only offered you weekend energy. But then again, you know, if they offer you weekend energy, they may not you may not be in rotation, but if they're not consistent, do you really want it? Okay, how do you want it? You know, are you being too available? Because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to make you the problem. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to diagnose you right now because I am the unlicensed therapist. That's right. They ain't got a damn degree, but I can diagnose what may be wrong with you. Okay, so the question once again, guys, is, am I the problem for being too available to someone who was never consistent? Okay, you empty, you void in certain areas. You're just looking for a little bit of love, and maybe you thinking that you can love somebody into consistency. You can't. Maybe you're thinking that in a world full of shits and giggles that, maybe you'll just make an exception for this person because you're really feeling this person. Don't do it. If they're inconsistent, trust me, they're consistent somewhere, or they're inconsistent somewhere else, because guess what? Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. You are in rotation. Look, you see how I did that infinity symbol, okay? If you don't know what that is, it looks like an 8, an exaggerated 8. Okay, you are in rotation. You may not be the only one. Now, I'm not in your business, okay? What you do behind closed doors or in the park or in the backseat of your car is none of my business, okay? I'm just saying, if you don't want to be in rotation, then you might want to check out these new games that we're talking about. I didn't talk about bedroom talk tonight, okay? I'm keeping it strictly about these other games that you can enjoy, while standing up in front of people. Am I the problem? Sometimes, guys, you are. Sometimes you can be the problem. And this game is not exclusively for couples. It can be for groups that get together, a family gathering, because we all have that one family member that is a problem, and everybody knows it, okay? But ain't nobody told this family member. And the only time this family member has an indication that something is wrong is when everybody or somebody gets fed up at some function and explodes on the family member. Now you make the family member the victim because nobody has had the balls to tell this family member that you're a problem. You're messy, you talk everybody's business, you're a busybody, or you're just mean. You're mean and you're stingy. Don't nobody want to be around you. I don't know what the family dynamic is, but I'm just saying, it's one of those situations where this game is versatile. Am I the problem? Am I the problem? Okay, don't make me say it again. And Gayla will be your problem if you if you open that door. Otherwise, I stay in my lane and I mind my business. I'm having too much fun being a problem. I am having way too much fun. I'm telling you, it feels good sometimes to not always be so holy, okay? It does. Hold on. Y'all know I'm blind. Hold on. I gotta find some glasses. Hold on. I don't see my cute ones. Hold on. All right. I don't see any. Okay. I said hey to Shakira. What? Stop fussing at me in the comments. Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, Delusional Detox, 50 ways, okay, to see if you are in rotation. You may not be in a relationship. You just may be in rotation, okay? And that is all right. If it's okay with you, the diva is not trying to block you in what you do. But Delusional Detox, we all have shared some things with our girlfriends on the internet, on social media, with family and friends, indicators that you getting played. Like if he's only available going to work, at work, on his drive home from work, but you never can talk to him when he's at home, might be a problem. If you've never been invited to meet any of his friends, family, co-workers, anything about his personal life, problem. If you've never been to his place, spent the night at his place, but he's always laid up at your crib eating your food, and you're always doing things with your people, you've never met his people, might be a problem. I mean, there are certain things that can help you identify if you're in a shady situation, and the games, Delusional Detox may be one of those things that you may want to invest in. It will be available on the website mid-August. But right now, make sure you visit diva-speaks-official.com. We have Bedroom Talk 1 and wait a minute, hold on, because I don't want to come undone. Hold on, I gotta slide over a little bit and okay, so we do have Bedroom Talk 1 and Bedroom Talk 2. It is for the grown and sexy couples that are looking to have a little fun with your little bedroom time. Okay, so I'll read maybe one or two of them just to give you a general idea. This is for the grown and sexy couples that love to keep the spice going in the relationship. Okay, Bedroom Talk. Okay, now this is from Bedroom Talk 1, okay? Have you ever had Smex so good you couldn't walk right afterwards? What position had you trembling? Don't ask me about my business. My man right there in the comments. I do not want to get an ass whooping, okay? I might do. Okay. But anyway, have you ever had smacks so good that you couldn't walk right? Okay. But then again, I don't know. Some of y'all may be experiencing STIs after. No, not a STI. Oh, Jesus. I meant a urinary tract infection. Because, if you get banged up pretty good, you might have some issues in the bathroom later. Not that I know anything about that. Anyway, stay out of my business. Okay. So anyway. How do you like to be touched when you're dripping with anticipation, but you're not ready yet? Ooh, wait. See, it forces you to think about what you really like. You may think you know your body, but your body ain't got nothing to do with the person that you're currently in the relationship with, and how your body responds to the person that you're in a relationship with. Like, if you really take the time to get to know your body, you know what your body will tell you? That it likes doing things with that person that it is never like doing with any other person. Bedroom talk, helping you to unlock levels of intimacy behind closed doors. That's what me and Sweetie is doing. Look at that. How do you like to be touched when you dripping? You thought I was going to say something else, right? Okay, we can say that too, but I'm not going to say that. Get my account banned, okay? All right, so let's see if I have another one. Okay, no, I don't think I should. Because he gonna fuss at me if I pull that one out. Okay. No, I already read that one. Okay, so let me see. So I'm gonna have to go with the lesser of two evils. What's one place on that turns you on more than people realize, right? Okay, so what's that one place on your body that really turns you on? Like, it'd be like, ooh. And how do you like it to be kissed, licked, or do you like it bitten? Do you like to be bitten? You like to be choked? Like, how do you like it? That's what we doing over here. We talking about grown folk stuff, okay? So I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to get in trouble. Because the more I keep talking, I will start giving too much of the games. But I will tell you this on my way out, okay? Because we're about to go live together, I think. There are a lot of people on social media talking about relationships, and we respect that because all of us are free to have our opinions and share our perspectives on relationships. That's what we do. It's called freedom of speech, right? In a world that's overly saturated with conversations about relationships, okay? My Sweetie and I have developed products, tools, digital tools, and tangible tools and resources for your pleasure. Okay, can I say that again? Because somebody wasn't listening the first time. My Sweetie and I have developed products for your pleasure, digital and tangible products. So we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk. We got things for you to do to have some fun, to turn it up, spice it up. Okay, we just not over here bumping our gums like everybody else, okay? But we can do that. We can do that too. But we do have tools and resources, okay? So if you would be so kind, when you have an opportunity, visit the website, diva-speaks-official.com, and go ahead and download a few copies, okay? Do that for us. Because as soon as we get about 20,000 in the bank account, we're going to disappear for about a good 10 days, he and I. And we're going to go create some more moments and some more games and come back. Yes, we will. Anyway, make sure you visit the website. This has been some more insight into the type of products that we are creating that is available to you for purchase. And if you will stay tuned and stay connected to one of us or the both of us, we're about to have some grown and sexy conversations. Oh, and I need to give you a little disclaimer about this bedroom talk. Okay, I mentioned on another live show that one of my Sweetie's good friends did point out that this game does have a downside to it. Let me explain. If you are having these conversations with someone that maybe the relationship is not exactly where it needs to be in terms of maturity, in terms of transparency, and they are giving you some answers that you're not really settled with, or they may not be settled with, you might want to refrain from playing this game, because the last thing I think anyone wants for you is to be playing a game and end up in a fight. And now you got to go purchase one of my other products, the therapeutic products, because now you fighting over something, an answer that was designed to help you get more freakier. That's not what we want. But if you don't